Well, welcome back. We're about ready to rejoin the Linton and Bloomfield softball game here after a delay for thunder and lightning, but I think we're about ready to get this one going. Kevin Rader, Greg Elliott, Heather Rader. Greg, how do we commence this? Does it pick up right where the batter left off?
Yeah, it starts right back over where it was at, and, we'll see how it goes. We've got steady rain. The lightning and thunder seems to be out of here now, but it's pretty steady rain, so we'll see how the field handles it. It's going to be certainly a challenge for the pitchers.
Yeah, I noticed it. I noticed already when Claire Stanton was warming up, she lost the ball as he was throwing it. It went way over the catcher. That's going to be a problem for the pitchers.
Yeah, fingertip control, that's where you get your spin off of it, so it's going to be interesting. They'll have to battle it, but I'm sure they've pitched in it before.
Well, if we pick up right where we left off, Madeline Yank, the senior, the third baseman, is up. And I believe she has one ball on the board. So it's a 1-0 count if we pick up. Again, the coaches are still huddling with the umpires here. There is a light rain falling. We now have a steady wind. Earlier, there was no wind. Now the flags are straight out. I don't have to get my weather from Heather here to find out what our wind direction is, but it's definitely raining now, and we'll have to see how long they'll be able to. 5 innings is what they need to get in to count it. Craig, is that right?
Yes, I believe that is full.
It's just called.
Oh, they just called it? Well, Darren, hop on here for a second. We'll let Darren put the final nails in the coffin of this one tonight. Darren, I know you know the rules and stuff better than we do, but originally it was lightning and thunder. That caused a 30-minute delay.
Right.
How has all that weighed into this decision-making?
So up until the time the game starts, I get to decide whether or not we start the game. And, the field, they did a good job of getting it in shape and ready to go. And once there's lightning within a 10-mile radius, it's a 30-minute delay. And then every time there's another strike, it resets the timer. So Jed Arsenault was keeping pretty good track of that on an app on his phone, and the umpires heard the thunder and got everybody cleared off the first time around. And
of course, then it didn't rain or anything until now when it's about ready to start.
So once the game gets going, it's in the hands of the umpires. So they get to decide. So I don't have any say in whether they play or not. The umpires make the determination, and evidently after we get out here, they decide the field's not in good enough condition to play, and so we'll have to do it again some other time.
That's what I'm about to the next question, because you've been just ridiculed with rain here in the early part of this. How do you make these up? This is an important game.
Well, this one will have to get made up because it's a conference game, so much like the North Central game, we'll have to find somewhere to put it, and if that means dropping a non-conference game, we might have to do that. We dropped Northeast DuBois to put North Central back in, so it's not easy. These schedules for both baseball and softball are so packed with games.
Can there be double headers, Darren? Can you do that?
You could do a double header. You could bring in 2 teams and play, like that. So it is an option, and maybe something we have to look at, moving forward. It is something you might have to do.
And I know it's not positive here. I don't want to rain on everybody's parade, but the weather forecast for this week is not good.
No, it's really not. I mean, chances are, looking at it, tomorrow and Thursday both could end up being more of the same, and it just gets harder and harder as the more games get canceled. It gets harder and harder to find a place to put them in. And, I've always said that the baseball and softball schedules are almost equivalent to a major league schedule, just in a condensed period of time. It's not over 6 months, it's over a couple of months, and they really play what's equivalent to a major league schedule.
Well, I think I remember you telling both Heather and I before that this was a different animal, spring sports, and we're seeing now what you're talking about.
Yeah, it really is. And, it's unfortunate. The field's just now to the point where they can't play on it. If the lightning would have cleared out and we wouldn't have got any more rain, we could have got right back at it. So, like I said, we'll just have to try it again.
All righty. Well, thank you very much, Darren. Greg, you have anything you want to add with Darren?
No, I mean, it is.
It is what it is.
It is, and when you deal with it at this time of year, it's really, really difficult to get it all packed in there. And the worst part about it is I hate to see kids lose games because you don't get those games back. But you don't have any choice sometimes when you're trying to pack it into a short window of time, and you're dealing with things you controls.
out of our
Yeah,
control.
the last thing I want to do is cancel games, and sometimes you make the decision because if like Tuesday last week, Bloomington North's coming, so they've got an hour drive. You don't want them to drive for nothing, so you make a decision, and then the sun comes out sometimes, So
But the weather was worse for them in their
it was that day. You're correct.
Here.
Yes, it was.
So I thought maybe they weighed in on that a little bit as well. Thank you very much, Darren. Heather, I'll let you put the headset back on, and I guess we can just wrap this one up. As we'll see when we'll be back, because right now with the weather the way it is for the rest of the week, we don't know for sure when we'll be back.
Tomorrow night we have scheduled to broadcast the boys hosting North Central Thunderbirds. I think the weather forecast right now shows potential for 80 to 85% chance of rain. So for those of you that are listening and watching the live stream, we do appreciate you sticking with us, and we will keep you posted, as we always do, on Facebook, any kind of cancellations for tomorrow or postponements. Thanks to those who watched and shared our live stream tonight of what we were able to do is get 2 innings in, and we are very happy and proud to be here. So this is Rader Media Sports.